Hi there. In this video, I'm going to quickly go over some queries. So I'm going to start with the query wizard and add some criteria. I found that students struggle the most in Access with the query section of the course. So I want to make sure that I gave you some opportunities to see how to create queries under different circumstances. There's a lot of different options. So in this one, I'm going to go to Create, and I'm going to click on Query Wizard. And I'm going to just do a simple query wizard. The database I'm using is actually from your textbook. I'm on page AC-223 of your text. I went and downloaded the starting file for this, and it's a hospital database. So I'm going to click on Simple Query Wizard, click on OK, and then from there it wants me to choose your physician's table. So I'm going to choose that one, and we are actually going to use all of the data that's in here. So this double arrow will bring everything over, saying we want to bring everything into the query from that particular table. The one thing we do not want in this data is the physician ID. So I'm going to click up here, I'm going to click on that first attribute and bring it back over. So if you make, this is showing that if you make a mistake and maybe you bring everything over but you don't want it, you can easily bring one particular attribute back over out of the query. It's not going to hurt if it's in there, it's just we're not going to be using it for this particular query. Then I'm going to click on Next. I'm going to use Detail. Click Next again, and then I'm going to call this the Physicians by Zip Code query. And then I'm going to click Modify the Query Design so that when it finishes, it's going to open up in the query design mode. So I'm going to click Finish, and here is where you do most of your queries. Once you get out of, we do a couple examples with wizards, but then we're going to move into query design. So this top area here is where your tables are going to show. And right now we just have one table because that's all we chose. But you'll see in other examples where you're going to be working with multiple tables that are joined together. So I'm going to, what it wants me to do, it wants me to add criteria to the zip code to pull 33176 or 33186. The way that we do that is I have to find the zip code, which is down here, and you'll see there's a criteria row. So in that row, I find the cell. I'm going to put in the first value, which is 33176. To do an OR, you have to go down to the next cell, 33186, and then it wants me to sort by last name. So I'm going to click on the last name under Sort. You'll see a little down arrow shows up. I click on that, I click Ascending, and then we're going to run the query. So you're going to click on Run up here. And what this has done is it's pulled all the doctors who are in those two zip codes, and it's sorted them by last name. So that's a simple example of how to start with a query wizard, but then actually go into the query design and do some alternative things in terms of criteria and sorting. So again, check out the next videos. I've got a couple more for you, but this is one simple example. If you're struggling with this, this should hopefully help you in how to set up a query using the query wizard.